Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm WolfStalker25, and today I got a new, not action figure review, but model kit review for you guys on the Bandai figurized standard model kits for Digimon. This is the Wargreymon box right here. So that's what the box looks like, just in case you're wondering. This is Wargreymon and MetalGarurumon. These are two-step separate figures. I do need to specify that right off the get-go. They're separate figures. They are $30 a piece. You do have to build them. They come with all these pre-colored paintings, but you do have to put stickers on for like the eyes and like the one symbol right there. There might have been some even stickers I skipped, like with Wargreymon. There's actually supposed to be red stickers up here that I had passed on that I did not put on because I just was not a big fan of how they looked, and I was debating on if I just wanted to like kind of paint that myself at some point. But these model kits are really cool, and they're a really good way to get like some relatively good posing versions of these figures without having to pay like the insane prices of like SH Figuarts, because SH Figuarts, when they did like the arts and stuff like that for these, they're very expensive, and some of these figures don't get made in that form. Like I have a D-Arts Wargreymon, but he's very small and doesn't fit in with a lot of other things. So like I said, these are both separate figures. I've got these both on Amazon. You can find them on there. You can find them on Big Bad Toy Store. Some might even be findable on like GameStop, and I don't know where else exactly. You could probably find them all over the place. But like I said, I do really like these guys. MetalGarurumon I did get for about like $15. He was $30. He was a Christmas gift. I bought him myself. I've had these for about like a little over a month and a half now, and I really like them. I built them both. But model kits aren't for everyone, and you might not be interested in building your own figures. So if you're not, these might not be for you, but they're not very hard to build. And I'm not going to show the building process on here in this video, but like I said, they're pretty nice to get. So first up, we'll look at Wargreymon. I think we'll do him first. So Wargreymon, pretty nice. He was relatively simple to build. I skipped putting the stickers on the, I think it's the, is it the gray shield? I previously, the last video I probably recorded on the channel was the Anime Heroes Wargreymon, so I figured I'd record this review for these right afterwards. But I did skip putting the stickers on here. I thought about just painting this myself at some point, which I might get around to doing, so I didn't want to do that. And then you have the dark gray on the interior. These are articulated, so you could move them around. They have a little bit of like flexibility for where they could go, but yeah, you can take them off too if you wanted to, but there's really no point. The head is very, like, it's actually got way more movement than the previous Wargreymon for the Anime Heroes. So you could look up that far, down that far. He doesn't have very much side to side, but he's got a little bit, but that's just on the ball peg. The head itself is like no articulation, it's just the neck. So the neck kind of controls it all. Now this one, I really like how the shoulders are designed on this one, because it's like a separate hinge in the shoulder itself. It's not attached. So there is like a butterfly effect here at the shoulders, so you can bring them out. You could do this. Upper bicep cut as well. This can hinge up and down this far. Like I said, I skipped putting on that bit right there, but yeah, you could kind of, it has like a drop down effect. So I really like that. Elbows are only single jointed, but you do get that far forward, like that far closed on it. I think that's good. Now one thing to note is when you build this guy, I'm gonna probably show a picture on screen right now of what it looks like, but the arms underneath here are not cut fully properly, so you don't have articulation when turning the arm, so you could only bring it out like that. So normally the arm, you have to use the bicep cut, so it'll always be like posed like this. Now there's a mod you could do where you go in and you cut the joint properly where it's supposed to be, and then when you cut it, you actually have full movement then in the middle of your forearm, so you could fully turn it. So now you could have, instead of the arms always looking like this, you could have them fully down to the side like this way, where they're always properly where they should be, instead of more of like kind of like the gorilla looking arm there with like it bowed out to the side. You could bring it fully flushed down to the side. That's why I left this arm like this. I did cut it though, so now I'm gonna put it in its like proper way it's supposed to be. So they just didn't like cut the sprue all the way through on that kit, but the arms could also go up this far, and he could do a full T-pose. That's very nice. Articulation on the waist, he can turn left and right. Not much up and down, just that. So that's all you get there. The legs don't have a drop down, unfortunately. These do go up just to get a little out of your way. The front one doesn't really go up that far. The legs, forward and back, they could go up that far. Back that much, being a lot since they're a model kit. Upper thigh cut, double jointed ish knees goes that far back, and then the ankles do have like a nice pivot to them. They go back that far, forward that much. So very nice. Wargreymon is very cool, and I do really like this model kit. In terms about this or the anime heroes, I mean, this being $10 more, I do like the look of this silver just a little bit more, but you do have to fully build and put this together. So if you screw up on your model kit, you could really be in a world of hurt, because you could completely ruin and waste that $30 that you just spent. I don't want to scare you away from this. If you are a Digimon fan and you're not, that big into models, this isn't the hardest thing in the world to do. But again, like I said, you don't want to, screw up on that. So maybe the anime heroes is more for you, being $20 cheaper. Now, MetalGarurumon, on the other hand, is a little bit different. So the jaw opens and closes. The head could look side to side, up and down. The sculpt work on this guy is very nice. You do have to put stickers on, so this metallic shiny gold bit or silver bit here is stickers. These translucent pieces are separate. These pop off all the time, so you do kind of have to worry about that, but these could go up and camera down, I'm so sorry. There we go. So you do have articulation on those. Like I said, the mouth opens and closes. Stickers for the eyes, stickers for the ones next to it. The head could fully tilt and rotate around. There is a joint back in here, so you could bring the back, you could go side to side with it. So let me show you side to side. There you go. The tail is, I think, just spins. There's no articulation in the tail. The legs could go, basically do a full 360, not the fronts, but the back ones can. So the fronts could go back that far, and they could go forward that much before they're hindered, and these could go forward that much before they run into the other one. You do have a joint there. The front one can only go forward. The back one could go forward and back, so forward and then fully back. Ankles do swivel back, forward. The front ones might be a little bit more hindered. No, not really. They're good. You do have pivot. You could turn them a little bit, but they kind of run into some bits there. And that's as far back as you could go because of the little hinges there. So there you go. I mean, that's really all I could say about that. The sculpt too, you do have the little like jets on the bottom of the feet. Those probably should be painted in a gunmetal, I'm assuming. So I might do some painting on them. Oh, and then you do have these here, which the rocket pods could go up and down. They can't turn or anything like that, but there you go. That's all you can do on those. So very nice. I mean, for the model kits, like I said, for like $30 a piece, or if you could get them while they're on sale, they're not bad. Like, they're good representations of the characters. They're a little small and they don't really scale the best with other things, but they're pretty good and they look very detailed, and you can paint them and customize them. So if you want a black MetalGarurumon and a black Wargreymon, you could do that. If you want to make your own and make them fully gold, you could do that. So Wargreymon stands just about 6 inches tall. MetalGarurumon stands to the top of his, I guess, rocket pack. He's a little over 3 inches tall for both, 3.5 inches tall to the top of his ear. Lengthwise, though, in case you're wondering on him, he's about like 6.5 inches long from the front of his nose to the back of his tail. So, let me get that on screen. So there you go. So yeah, size-wise, not bad. Like I said, not horrible. MetalGarurumon's very small. He's very short, which I don't know how tall he should be, but he should probably be relatively tall enough to where, like, a basic, probably like, I'd say 4 foot tall child can ride on his back, because of the anime. But let's do some size comparisons really quickly here, and then we'll get out of here. So Up first, Fortnite Victory Royale, the Foundation, not the scientists. So him first. Then we'll do Star Wars Black Series Captain Rex, and a G.I. Joe Classified Snake Eyes. So there you go. If you're trying to say Wargreymon is smaller, then you can, and these all work size comparison wise. But like I said, Wargreymon, I said this in the Anime Heroes review, he's supposed to be like 10 foot tall, so he does not work with any of these guys. Maybe I'll actually bring out a separate figure. So as SH Figure Arts, Goku and Power Rangers, Dino Thunder, Red Ranger, Halo Spartan Collection Master Chief, 1000 Toys Master Chief, and then we'll get out Figma Samus. I'm also not going to be getting out the D Arts Wargreymon. I said this in the Anime Heroes video. He is the only SH Figure Arts or whatnot other brand, I guess, not brand, but other series of figure that I have for Digimon. Other than that, I have a really old Digivolving like Agumon from like way back in the day, and he is like, I don't even know where he's at. I have him, and then I have a Digivolving Gyomon, I think, but it's Growlmon to MetalGarurumon, and then same thing with Agumon. He turns into like Greymon, and like his stomach opens up, his head opens up, and he's got like a ton of little Digimon that play inside him as like a play set, which is kind of weird. But yeah, so there you go, last size comparison right there. Marvel Legends Symbiote Spider-Man. Then that is it. Now we're gonna do a little look really quick. I did this with Wargreymon in the Anime Heroes review, but here is the Pokemon Select Charizard. So if you do want to have these guys all together on a shelf or in like a battle or some sort of diorama, there you go. There's your Pokemon and your Digimon, in case you're a fan of both, like I am. And then lastly, here is the Anime Heroes Wargreymon, who is just ever so slightly taller than the model kit, but he is a lot wider. So he kind of changes it up a little bit, and also the claws are longer, so it has a little bit of a different feel to it. He almost feels and looks a little bit more like the kind of like the oh god, what is it called? They had like the 6-episode or 7-episode thing where they like brought the original Digimon tamers back, or Digidestin. I can't remember the name of it. I'm blanking. Shows how much of a Digimon fan I am, but I'm forgetting the name of it. But yeah, that little anime series where they're all grown up and older. There's that one. And then here is the amplified Machinedramon. If you want to have these guys together, this is the only other amplified one that I have open. I do own the Omnimon and the, I think it's Gallantmon. I think I own Omni, Gallant, Imperial Dramon, and MetalGarurumon in the amplified forms, but I have not built any of them yet. But I've had them for like over a year for each of them almost. But there you go. There's a look at Machinedramon too. So, like I said, these guys are pretty cool. I really like them. I do hate their model kits at some times because, you know, they're very fragile, and I can't really, I mean, I'm not going to go like crazy and, you know, start beating around the figures and stuff like that. But, you know, the head pops off very easily on Metal or Wargreymon and stuff like that. So I wish they were a little bit more sturdy. Also, a little bit of articulation thing. MetalGarurumon could do this with his legs. They could kind of like shift inwards a little bit. So, but there you go. Like I said, $30 each, 15 for MetalGarurumon when I bought them on sale. If you could get them for cheaper than 30, definitely go for it. You know, give it a try if you're new to model kits. If you're experienced in model kits, and you've probably customized these things, and I don't even know why you're watching this review, but like I said, I really like these guys. Oh, one more thing. Let me get out a World of Halo guy for a size comparison. So this is a Marine from like this newer series that came out for World of Halo. I found them luckily somewhere. So that size comparison isn't so bad. So about a 4-inch tall figure doesn't look horrible next to these guys, but 6-inch ones don't really scale that well with them. And then let me see, I do have a McFarlane, or not McFarlane, a Joy Toy Warhammer guy. Now these guys are supposed to be about like 6 foot to 8 foot tall. So if they're, I mean, that pretty much works with Wargreymon. Garurumon, maybe, kind of. He's looking a little small still. So maybe he could have been scaled up just ever so slightly bigger. But I think that actually pretty much works with 4-inch guys. So these model kits are in scale pretty well for 4-inch, just not really so much for 6-inch. And same thing could go for the anime hero Wargreymon. He'd probably look the same, if not a little bit better, next to both of those as well, since he's ever so slightly taller. So that's going to do it for me today. Hopefully you found this helpful. Like I said, if you're interested in the model kits, go and get them. They're on Amazon, other places like that. I think they're worth it if you're a Digimon fan and you're trying to get into collecting some sort of Digimon physical media. I do plan on reviewing the Angemon model kit later in the year or whenever it comes out, and I think I plan on getting it, so I probably will review it whenever I pick it up. There is what is it? It's Veemon's Golden Form. It's like the Digi-Armored one. Is it? I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but I plan on getting that at some point too. That's another $30 one for the standard line. I really do like the standard line because they are very accurate, whereas the amplified is very more like, it's a lot more edgy and sharp and armored looking. Like, it changes up the designs just a little bit to give them a little bit more of a crazy feel to them, where they're a lot more angular looking. But I do like these guys a lot, and I'm very happy to have them. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found the review helpful. And if you haven't done so already, would always appreciate a like and subscribe. I try to at least post 2 videos a week. I'm doing a mass recording on January 18th right now, and my throat is just killing me. So hopefully I haven't been like voice cracking throughout most of these videos that I've done, and hopefully everything has sounded right. If the audio is messed up at all, I do apologize. I try to adjust it in the editing because it is very, when I listen back to it, it's right leaning. Because I record through a Razer headset that's plugged into my phone, and I don't know if the headset's messed up, or the phone's messing up, or something like that, or the headset's coming unplugged. So hopefully everything sounds good. Hopefully everything looks good, and hopefully you guys are having a good day, weekend, week, whatever it is, whenever this video goes out, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Have a good one, everyone. Bye.